Hi everyone, I'm Savannah Anderson. I interviewed Brianna Ramirez. She's a social worker in our parish at the Rehabilitation Services of Manning. To start the interview off, I asked her what does her job title consist of and what is she classified as. And she said that she's a mental health specialist and her duties are to meet with clients on a weekly basis for a long period of time to work on their coping skills, communication skills, and their medication management. And the next question was, what did she have to do to obtain her degree? And she said that in order to obtain her job, she needed a bachelor's degree in either social work or psychology, as well as an internship. And she got her current job due to an actual recommendation from a former professor. And she went to school at Northwestern also. And she was contacted by the company and accepted the job offer. I also asked her what is like her requirements that she has to fulfill, and she said she is required by the Louisiana State Board of Social Work examiners to do 20 hours of continuing education, with 10 being in-person conventions and 10 online CEUs. For her job specifically, she participates in a monthly staff meeting as well as a supervision with an LCSW at their company. I also asked her what does she enjoy most about her job, and so she's able to work with all ages and she focuses solely on helping someone better themselves. The next question was, what is the most negative thing about her job? And she said that it's the schedule. It's never the same and it changes daily. I asked her, what does a typical work day look like for her? Like, what does it consist of? And she said that a typical work day for her is to meet with 5 to 6 clients for an hour or more, either at school or in their homes. And she works with clients on mastering various coping skills. It depends upon like what their diagnosis and goals are though. Some clients like to debrief about their struggles and they constantly progress week to week, she stated. Her work week consists of her being at our local school in Converse on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, working with school-age children. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays are reserved for adults in the field in which services are carried out in their homes. Sometimes she'll work on Saturdays and Sundays, and she'll see clients who aren't available during next week. So her work week varies from Friday to the following Thursday. She turns in case notes every Tuesday and Fridays, and it usually takes her about an hour or two to write those up at home before she turns them in. I also asked like what inspired her the most to be in this field of work, and she said that seeing the struggles of her own family faced, as well as what she's faced through her life, that's what helped her and drove her to be in this field. She said there were times when either herself or a family member never really used outside help, and there wasn't anyone to help them. So she decided early in her life that she would help someone in some way. I asked her, what does it take to work in this field? Like, what do you physically or mentally have to possess to work in the field? And she said that to work in this field, you need to be compassionate and understanding, both sympathetically and empathetically, and that someone also has to have tough skin to realize that you'll see many failures, but the few successes make it worthwhile. And I feel like that was a great statement from her. You also need to be flexible because there will be times when emergencies or crises will happen and your clients will call you first and you will need to be there no matter what you have going on, which is really a true statement as well. asked her, is there any advice she would give someone that's wanting to go into the field? And she said that her advice would be to volunteer as much as possible before graduating so that you can see firsthand if you truly love this field of work and that this is what you want to do. So do not go into the field thinking you'll save everyone, because things will always have happy endings, because more times than not they won't, even when you have done all you can do. She said she would also advise to make sure you practice self-care and to know, like, you have had enough for the day. Like, don't overexert yourself. She said she's had experience taking on other people's problems and emotions as her own before, and you have to separate it at some point so they don't tie in together. Overall, it was a very helpful interview with her. I learned so much, like, just from the way you could tell that she actually really loved her job and she loved what she does. And that's one thing that you have to have in this, like, you truly have to show sympathy and empathy for your clients. You have to try to help them as much as you can, but sometimes, I mean, you just can't, but at least you put forth that effort. You know that you're doing your job right. It was a great interview with her, and I'll definitely be talking to her again about my future plans into this field and get more statements on, like, more advice from her. So, thanks.